Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to the Money Cure. I am Sean Robert Grant, your host. Happy to have you with me. I just did another podcast called The Actor's Area, and I want to do the same on here, guys. If you could send some just prayer, good vibes, good juju to all the families and people affected in Las Vegas, please do so. Just unfortunate, just a really, really sad situation unfolding in Las Vegas right now. So whenever you get the opportunity today, just, whatever it is, send out some good vibrations their way. And so hopefully we can get this thing sorted out and move forward from there. But with that being said, thank you for joining me on the Money Cure. And this is exciting for me because what I've always liked to do as a teacher, as a coach, as a whatever, is share the lessons that I've learned and what I've implemented and what I know what works. Okay. And so the same thing goes here. The Money Cure is all about helping you to understand, your money better from a spiritual perspective, and then maybe even offer you some different tips and things that you can do to enable you to have more money. And so the focus on today is just the truth that everyone gets an equal chance to be wealthy. And what that means is everybody throughout their life, I feel, gets at least 3 chances to be wealthy. And wealthy is not necessarily what you're thinking. I'm not talking necessarily Warren Buffett wealthy. I'm talking about wealthy to where you can pay for everything you need to pay for, still have money left over, still do the things you want to do. Basically, you have the money to where you're not looking at your account wondering, oh God, do I need to pray for a miracle in order for a certain amount to appear, right? So that's what wealthy is. And how that is created, that's created by being financially intelligent. Okay. And for a lot of us starting out, as youngsters, that does not make any sense whatsoever to us at all, because oftentimes when you get your first job, unless you have that adult who's basically kind of guiding and leading you in the right direction, you're basically just going to do your thing and be in a place to where you are, you're just spending away, and you're just, you're a consumer at the end of the day. And that is a way to get you in debt. And we know that in most cases, that is what has transpired for a lot of us. We get into debt because we want this, we want that, we need this, we need that. And before we know it, we've run the credit card up, we are living paycheck to paycheck, and we just don't know where to turn. So for you, it's about understanding that here's what the most important thing you need to know about money. When you take care of money, when you start to manage it with respect, money is an energy. When you start to manage it with respect, when you start to save it, when you start to be conscious, like we talked about last time, of your spending and making sure that whatever you're buying is in vibrational harmony with who you are, when you start to do that on a deeper level and it rises to the surface, you will attract more and more money into your life, right? There's a big part of it that goes into knowing that without any shadow of a doubt, that when you do these things, you're going to attract more. You don't put yourself in positions or situations to be lacking, right? So, and that's what we want. We want to be in a space to where we know in our hearts that regardless of what happens, money is going to continue to circulate at a high level. And that's how you get wealthy, because you save some, you give some, and you pay whatever it is that you need to pay. And then there comes a time when, if you want to treat yourself, you can treat yourself. That's not a problem. There's not a problem at all. But it's about being smart. It's about understanding that we all have the equal opportunities. The people that you see that are taking vacations, that are buying second houses and being able to buy cars with cash and go on trips that they've always dreamed about, have more likely than not been really smart and intelligent with their choices. So sometimes what we realize is we have to sacrifice or maybe hold off a bit now. Keyword or key phrase is living below our means. Live below our means now so we can benefit in the long run. That way you're not struggling to try to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to pay this? And I got this coming up and I got that. And all of a sudden you get overwhelmed by your bills. And the moment you start to get into this fear vibration, what happens? You start to repel all the money that could possibly come to you. And then you're asking and you're begging, and you're taking out loans, and then you're putting money on the credit card, and you're doing all these things that are just spiraling your financial future out of control. More importantly, your financial present, as opposed to just stopping for a bit. When the bills are piling up and it doesn't seem like you have enough, take that moment right there to say, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out what we need to pay the most. We're going to figure out what needs to be taken care of. We're going to work it out to where we have enough. Regardless of anything, we're going to save because we want to protect ourselves in the long run. We're going to save, we're going to put that away, and we're going to make sure that we have all that we need in order to move forward in a prosperous manner, not in a poverty-stricken manner, okay? So in order to do that, I recommend meditation. You got to start with meditating, because what meditating is like an elevator that takes you to the top of the sky, top of the spectrum, and allows you to see everything. Allows you to come up with creative ideas to help you to battle against debt, to battle against, putting anything on your credit card that you're unable to pay back. But it helps you to be smart about these things. And when you're smart, once again, money feels that energy. And that's the type of energy that it comes to. Like these people that make a lot of money, I'm not saying like trust fund babies or anything like that. I'm talking about these people that build their wealth slowly but surely. These are the individuals. These are the people that are consistently making intelligent decisions as it relates to the money they're spending, as it relates to the money going out, as it relates to the money coming in. And money says, you know what? You're a good steward. You're a really good steward. I want to show up more for you in your life. And that's all that counts. That's the spiritual aspect of money that most people don't realize. You don't have to show people you're balling. You don't have to show people you're doing this or you're doing that. Just collect your money and pay for experiences. Everything you spend money on, we talked about this the other day, should be something that's going to add value to your life in some way, shape, or form. And if you can honestly say, this adds value to my life, I can justify buying it, you're resonating good financial energy. If you're just impulse buying and you're just seeing stuff and, got to get it, got the money in the account, let me get it. All you're going to do is wind up running out of money, and you're going to wind up getting into a lot of debt. And we don't want that. We want you to be able to build and build and build to the point to where you can do whatever you want, but you're also able to give to others. One of the most amazing things I see is when I observe people who have so much that it's no problem for them to give to other people. It's no problem for them to say, you know what? Yeah, we can take care of that. And the most beautiful thing is when people will give when the other person is thinking that it's a loan, and they say, you know what? You don't even have to pay me. The universe will pay me back. I understand that some way, shape, or form, money is going to come back into my life, and I'm going to get it, and that's going to work out well for me. And that is what it comes down to. That's where you want to be. That's how you want to practice financially. Don't hold on to any amount of money. Don't hoard it, because when you hoard it, you say to the universe, you say to God, I don't think you can bring any more of this into my life. Okay? So that's why it's important to give. Give to the less fortunate. Give to people that need it, and give freely. Give freely. Don't get nervous. Don't get upset. Don't feel like, oh gosh, how am I going to make this back? Allow that to flow and circulate freely in your life, and you will have more. And so before I go, it's just a matter of understanding everyone gets an equal chance to be wealthy. Truth of the matter is, what are you going to do with it? I don't care if your next paycheck is $500, $5,000, $50,000. How much are you going to put into savings? How much are you going to use to donate to a charity or give to your church if that's your thing, or give to some type of individual that's less fortunate, or organization that's less fortunate than you? How much are you going to give to them? How much are you going to invest? How much are you going to spend? Are you going to say, you know what? I want to reward my family with a dinner. Let's do this one dinner and be done. Or are you going to go buy the TV? Are you going to go buy the shoes? Are you going to go buy the car? Are you going to go buy this and that and all this stuff? And before you know it, you've got a ton of stuff sitting in your closet that you don't use. So be smart. Realize you have an equal chance to build your wealth, and one financial action at a time is what will make the difference. When you do that, guys, when you take the time to do that, take the time to align with your finances and align with the energy of money, you will prosper beyond your imagination. And it won't be like the burning bush thing. It won't be like where lightning strikes and all of a sudden you got $1 million. No, it's not about that. It's about looking over time, the wealth that you've built and how smart you've been with it. And now you can reap the benefits. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. As always, been a pleasure. We'll talk soon. Have a wonderful Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.